Well, about a year ago, Joe Budden left Everyday Struggle, which was a great show with DJ Akademiks, and it was on Complex. Did a lot of views. It's not all about views. It's also about chemistry. It's about the vibe of the show and how entertained you are. And I was very entertained by that show, and most of you guys were too. Well, Joe Budden finally launches his next venture, State of the Culture, and it has a couple extra guests. Remy Ma and Joe Budden have a good vibe on there, but there's two other guests that might ruin it. I don't know. It's Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to run ads at the channel, it's JordanTowerMedia@gmail.com. Well, Everyday Struggle has been trying to replace Joe ever since he left, and they settled with Wayno, which is not a good move. It doesn't have the same vibe between DJ Akademiks, Wayno. It's not the same vibe. Right now, and Joe Budden left. He inked a deal with Diddy around January, and now finally at the end of the year, it's coming to fruition. I don't know. It's on Revolt. It's geared for TV. There's a lot of commercial breaks, but I think they should really embrace YouTube, and maybe Revolt should take their platform more to the internet versus trying to have a television station. I saw what they did with Noriega, with the Drink Champs, and they kind of ruined it a little bit. It was really great when it was on YouTube, and it was great when it was, just a podcast. And then they tried to make it more for television, and it kind of lost its luster, So I think that the State of the Culture, I was pretty entertained, but there's two guests on there. I'm not too, I think Jinx is from Complex, and then you got Scotty Beam from Hot 97. I want to hear more Joe Budden versus and Remy Ma go at it, discuss topics. I think that's and it's a little too polished. Okay, it's too big of a stage. Maybe needs to be, bring it down a little bit. Complex was a little too polished with Everyday Struggle, but it worked because of the vibe. I think Joe Budden and Remy Ma will be good at combating certain topics. The other two, I think they're dead weight. Maybe one of them needs to become a moderator. Maybe Scotty Beam needs to become the moderator to keep topics going. Jinx, I'm not such a big fan of. But anyways, Jinx does his thing with, I think he reports the news on Complex, and that's good. But just in as far as, debating topics and everything, I think it's better with Joe Budden and Remy Ma will get aggressive. Everyday Struggle has dipped in views. Will State of the Culture replace Everyday Struggle? How many of these can you have? You can't have too many. Anyways, we'll have to see what happens. They're going toe-to-toe with ratings, and we'll have to see how the next few months play out. Also, Joe Budden has a lot going on. How many times can you hear Joe Budden in 1 week? You got him on the pull-up, you got him on this, and then you got him on his podcast twice a week now with the Spotify. Might be overkill. Anyways, guys, it's Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and I'll check